Uh, Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the Commissioner Board and the various Golden Nuggets. This is Bruce Paterson, Garwood, New Jersey. I'll open my statement with a public service announcement. Since the state comptroller has now become aware of questionable practices of the Union County government, it should be noted that if anyone feels something is not right or works in a toxic environment by our county's governance, there is a means of people and employees to anonymously share info to the public authorities for compilation. On free time, one can anonymously either call the comptroller's office with any information, no matter how small, at 855-672-8477, or email comptrollertips@osc.nj.gov. That's spelled comptrollertips, COMPTROLLERTIPS. It doesn't have to be a smoking gun. It can just be circumstantial evidence for them to review. So whistleblowers do have the power. As to the previous meeting where Commissioner Granados lectured me condescendingly about the county at the end of the meeting, one statement he noted was the hiring of County Manager Oatman. The takeaway here is that Granados, by his own specifics, is that Oatman was hired only because of who he knows. We know he had no experience at administering any number of employees and not even close to $500 million budget, but such as New Jersey politics and this corrupted government system of the state. Granados' further lecture was that the public should show a little respect. This I find ridiculous coming from him. What he may not know is that respect must be earned and is based on integrity. Once the public found out that Granados had taken away the opportunity of 4 good county jobs for potential residents and instead got his relatives into those jobs as patronage, he lost all integrity and respect, in my opinion. Ask yourself, how can a boss fire a commissioner's relative if he is goofing off? In fact, years back, he was plucked from obscurity by a political boss and plopped down as a freeholder with no experience or background, just a carpetbagger. He then wants to buy respect with $500 million of tax money. Respect does not work that way. And one last comment. Regarding the county tax increase we face, I find this ridiculous since the 2 top people that contrive this budget and tax increase do not even live in the county and so are immune to what havoc they wreak. To the resolutions. Reso 210 is giving French and Perello Associates $220,000 for HVAC engineering and consulting services. This makes no sense. Please explain the details as to why and where we need heating and cooling consulting services to the tune of nearly $250,000. How about just fix what is broken? Reso 222 is another $250,000 expenditure to Lake Management Sciences for providing an aquatic management program. This sounds to me like paper shuffling and pamphlets and no direct work, which doesn't justify the cost. Please explain the details to the public of what the program is about. Reso 231. Please have the county clerk explain what Andy Kim has to do with our county and why are we spending $20,000 to the law firm of Genova Burns, which sounds like it's way too much for whatever it is. Reso 232 is giving the Taylor Law Firm $15,000 for counsel services for leasing county cell towers. It's not enough we pay one of the county's $300,000 Golden Nuggets finance chair, Bibby Taylor, but now we start flowing more money to her husband. Reso 233, this one is certainly bizarre. It was previously discussed by the gentleman from the Union County College. And we want to give part of our ARPA reserve, $250,000 to Union County College to fund food insecurity of needy full-time students of the college. And this is only for 6 months per the reso. Did anyone ask actually how many needy students are involved and from which campuses they are? I mean, this is very strange. I mean, we're giving them, I don't know these needy people, but we're giving them food from kindergarten all the way up to 12th grade, and now we're going into college and we're paying them also for the food. It doesn't make sense. I mean, are we gonna be carrying these people for the rest of their lives? You act like it's free money to spend willy-nilly with no accountability. I really ask you to vote no on this one.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
More than enough.
Seeing no one else, I will formally close that portion of the meeting. To speak on Resolution 210, I would like to call upon Joe Polakay.
Through you, Chairman.
Thank you.
The replacement of various pieces of equipment of HVAC equipment, including the new annex, Cherry Street, Fire Academy, Gallopin Hill, Police Academy, and Public Safety Building.
Thank you. Resolution 222, Director Durbin Drake.
Thank you, Chair. This is a public bid that we strive to maintain control of the nuisance weeds and algae in all of our lakes, ponds, and lagoons. We have 29 of them in our 36 parks and golf courses. It's a 2-year contract. It is not to exceed, so they have to bid on what might be the maximum. Last year, we spent $43,000.
Thank you.
Thank you.
In regards to resolutions 231, 232, and 233, I'll call upon County Manager Oatman.
Thank you, Madam Chair. For 231, what does Andy Kim have to do with the county clerk's office? Well, he named her in the lawsuit, so that's why you hire a lawyer to defend you. So you should probably ask Andy Kim why he wanted to name the clerk. For 232, the law firm was retained in a fair and open process. Director Taylor has no involvement in the firm, but I know we couldn't get through a meeting without you bringing up Director Taylor, so good job. And for 233, actually, yes, we actually do feed people throughout their whole lives if they need. The Department of Social Services has, you should go see the line. They have SNAP benefits. It goes on until you acquire the resources to be able to be self-sufficient, or the government is actually there to help you, whether you are in grade school or college or an adult. I know you'd be opposed to such a thing, but there is a great need at the college. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Granados.
Thank you, Chair. Just to add on to 233. We talk about respect and having respect for others, and we continuously see how you, Mr. Paterson, have no respect for individuals, talking about how we're going to continue to supply funding to help out individuals when they're in need when it comes to financial resources of receiving a lunch, where many of these students, sometimes this is the only healthy meal they get, or only meal they get, not even just healthy, just in general meal they get. Maybe you're somebody who never went through that whole process in eating a meal. But there's many individuals who in our county who are not just students, who are young individuals, who are adults, who are seniors, who can benefit from those type of resources and who do benefit from those resources. So for you to come up here and say, are we gonna provide funding from them from elementary to high school, and we're gonna continue on into college to provide them funding, is a complete lack of respect and extremely disrespectful to every single student and every single resident of the County of Union. Because one of the most important things we do as a county, we do as residents, we do as elected officials, is making sure we're looking at the most populations that are in need, okay? So, once again, think before you speak, Mr. Paterson. Because the amount of disrespect you just showed to each one of us when it comes to saying that we're going to continuously provide funding for them, even into college. Yes, and if we need to, when they graduate college and if they need supported services, then like the county manager said before, they can go to social services and receive additional support if that's something they need and something that's necessary. But we're not going to stop providing people resources, providing people funding when they're in need just because you come up here and think that we should be cutting people off. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.
Bravo, Commissioner.
Okay. I would like to ask for a motion to adopt resolutions 2024-205.